go. Start of another adventure. See something there. So we've managed to get a lot further up today as opposed to the last time we came up, and I turned round because the truck refused at the first decent hill. Yeah, I haven't got the four-wheel drive fixed, but I did get some new tyres, so that's probably the reason. So the weather today gave it showers this morning, brightening up later. We're up now to the cloud forest, probably saved myself 2 to 3 hours of trekking, so from a 5, 6, 7 hour round trip to maybe a 3-4 hour round trip, something like that. So we'll find out up into the cloud forest. Let's go and find the lake and the legendary Tagimoucia flower, which hopefully, with it being towards the end of October, should be in flower. Well, there's certainly been some work to the roadway since I was last up here. They've had a digger up here and they've been digging all the sides out the ditches to improve drainage and bringing some new volcanic stone in here to fill all the potholes, etc. So we've got up a lot further than we usually get up. I'm waiting for Google Maps to update at the moment because I'm trying to find, there's a corner, basically I'm on a corner now, but I remember on the corner is where you cut through the woods towards the lake. So till Google Maps updates, I am probably just stick here for the moment because the reception further up's even worse. So I need to make sure I'm going the right way. Worst case scenario, I'll stick drone up and have a look. Sun's come out though, so sun's out, guns out. Let's crack on. Yep, so we're now officially entering the forest reserve. It's a protected classified forest reserve solely for the exclusive purpose of permanent preservation of the environment, including flora, fauna, soil and water. Any building, fences or enclosures erected, including other than the types of development and research work, will basically be property of the state and can be dispatched of in whatever manner the government sees fit, which is fair play because yeah, it's a unique environment where there's a plant that only grows in this one place in the whole world on this island in this specific area, so critically endangered. So yeah, let's get up and have a look. Have a look. I've got some new hiking boots that need to break in. Could possibly be a bad decision though, as I'm already feeling them on the back of my Achilles. Haven't even started walking yet. So, just following Google Maps and came across a few locals. Said, oh yeah, I'm going to the lakes. He said, no, not that way. Obviously on Google Maps it shows it that way. So I was open to suggestions. He said, no, go back up the hill, go around the corner, hibiscus flower on the right, and then there's a little path just after that on the right. Take that path, that'll take you up to the water, up to the lakes. So, got to trust local knowledge. Obviously, if you're coming yourself, you probably want to get yourself a guide from Wairiki. You could go into the Meridian shop and ask, and they'll be able to phone somebody and get somebody to come and give you a guided tour. Yeah, I'm hoping it is this way because I've completely chucked all my faith in him now. It is a bit of a path. It's more of a defined path than the other path that I was going to take. Come across a little tiny wooden bridge, so yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be positive. Let's find out. Yeah, so the track's an absolute bog. Yeah, boots are getting a good workout. They're not waterproof though. This is the track that we're following. So yeah, let's keep going. So still making our way through the jungle on this little tiny path. Looking out for the Tagimoucia flower on the tree. It's like a vine, red and white. Yeah, very rare. Only up by the lakes apparently. So the guys that I passed who told me the directions to here, I saw them coming out of the jungle a bit further down with a tourist who had like a special filter thing on his camera and everything. So I'm thinking there's probably one down there. So on my way back, I'll stop the truck there and go and have a look if we don't find any this way. Well, I can understand why nobody's really coming this way, especially in this weather where it's raining, because it is boggy. It's not an easy trek. I'd say it's moderately hard. So if you've got mobility issues, or you're probably the wrong side of 65 maybe, bit of arthritis, then you might want to give it a miss, or definitely come with a guide, or definitely come with somebody else who can help you, because there's no mountain rescue up here. So been trekking through here now for half an hour to 40 minutes. Not sure if my the screen is tipping it down with rain. But through here, I'm not sure if I can make out a lake or whether that's just low-lying cloud, but that's the way we're heading. Just coming down a steep descent towards what I hope are the lakes through here. Yeah, it's pretty sketchy. Keep looking up, still not seen any sign of the mystical flower yet. Here we are. Lake Tagimoucia. Tagimoucia. Really apologies for my pronunciations, but yeah, we're just down here in the it's an old volcanic crater which created a lake in it. It has a very mythical story attached to it, which I'll crack on and tell you about. High in the misty mountains of Taveuni, Fiji's garden island, blooms a flower so rare it can only be seen for a few months each year, and only in this one place on earth. The Tagimoucia Medinelia waterhousei in Latin is a striking plant with cascading clusters of red and white flowers flourishing exclusively on the cool volcanic highlands around Tagimoucia Lake. To see the Tagimoucia, visitors need to hike through the lush rainforests of Taveuni and ascend Taveuni Peak. At an altitude of 2,000 foot, often surrounded in mist, lies Tagimoucia Lake, the only place on earth where this rare flower grows. The journey is as rewarding as the destination, offering incredible views and a chance to witness this extraordinary bloom in its unique and remote habitat. Despite numerous attempts to cultivate the Tagimoucia elsewhere in Fiji, the plant defiantly resists all efforts. It thrives exclusively in its natural environment, This characteristic only enhances the flower's charm, making it a symbol of Taveuni's distinctive landscape. According to the villagers of Somusomu in Taveuni, the beauty of the flower is in its name. So the word can be broken down to cry to be like me, Tagimoucia. One such translation is to cry myself to sleep, and this seems to be widely accepted. Long ago, on the island of Taveuni, the myth and the legend was born. There lived a princess named Adi Uluguelu, whose beauty was rivalled only by the love that she held in her heart. Her heart was not her own, it belonged to somebody else. Her father, the island's chief, insisted that she marry a prince of his choosing, but when she refused, the chief's fury was swift. He dispatched his warriors to capture her and kill the man that her heart longed for. Desperate and heartbroken, the princess fled into the mountain forests. The shadows of the trees loomed over her as she ran, her tall trunks standing like silent watchers. Exhausted, she eventually collapsed, her breath coming in a ragged gasp. In her darkest moment, she whispered a final plea to the spirits of the jungle. Let them feel my pain. The jungle responded. The spirits heard her cry and concealed her from her pursuers. Along with her tears, they flowed freely, soaking into the earth and dripping into the branches that hid her. With every tear that fell, her sorrow transformed into something beautiful. The jungle intertwined her body with the trees. Her tears and her blood became the Tagimoucia, a flower born of sorrow, with red petals and white blossoms, symbolising the tears that she shed for the love that could have been. For weeks, the village warriors scoured the land, searching for the princess. They followed the faint sounds of her weeping, tracking her trail up to the mountain ridge. But when they reached the summit, the princess had vanished. All that remained was a peculiar new flower, clusters of red and white blossoms, cascading from the nearby trees. Legend says that the land in which her true lover was buried has a flower that blooms around the same time as the Tagimoucia. The Tagimoucia represents more than just a rare botanical flower. It embodies themes of love and loss. As visitors travel the pathways of Taveuni, they seek not only the beauty of this unique flower, but also a connection to a timeless legend. The legend of the Fijian princess illustrates how nature intertwines with our personal stories, revealing that even in the most remote corners of the world, we can find echoes of our own experiences reflected in the natural beauty surrounding us. He's absolutely throwing it down now, so I apologise for the quality of the video. Menace is having the time of his life in the lake. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is a World UNESCO Heritage Site. If it isn't, because of the uniqueness and the rareness of the fauna and flora here, especially the only place in the world that the Tagimoucia flower actually exists, then yeah, it should be. Nothing here. Yeah, you'd struggle to find it if you come on your own, so thank you to the people who pointed it out to me. I've been scanning the hill to see whether I can see any red and white, but the mist keeps coming in, so I think we're going to head back to the truck, stop where I saw them going into the side and see whether I can find the flower there, have a bit more of a look out on my way back, trekking up through the jungle now. Yeah, if not, then next month I will be trekking up Mount Uluguelu to summit that one, and there's another volcanic crater up there that I can drop into, so might find it up there. But yeah, if it's going to be anywhere, it's going to be here, and we're right in the prime time. End of October, it should be flowering, so let's go have a look. So I'm just having a bit of a trek up the margin of the lake, just to see whether I can see any pockets where possibly the flower's hidden in the side. Don't know if you'll be able to make it out because it's it's cloudy, or mist's coming in. But basically, this is the rim of a volcanic crater. So yeah, a vent point, and thousands, tens of thousands of years ago, there would have been lava erupting here. This is a volcanic island, and obviously that's long gone, but it's filled full of water, which made the lake, which is lovely. So yeah, just going up the margin here. There's most people just come to the front bit there, so they won't have come all this way. Obviously I can't make the flower out from a distance, but I would kick myself if I walked up here and the flower was here and I hadn't made the effort, having trekked all the way here. Dogs are loving it. They're off after chickens, no doubt, wild chickens or wild pigs, which I don't encourage them to do. Yeah. Right, red and white flowers that look like teardrops. Let's keep looking. Well, I've just come to an area here with a load of flattened grass. I'm thinking this is probably wild boar. Dogs have got a scent of something. There's a print here. Let me turn the camera around and see if I can make it out. So, hand for scale. This wasn't my dog's. It's a bit of a menace. I got a bit of a smell here as well now. So, pretty sure this is wild boar that probably come down to the lake, fed on the grass, or possibly wild cow, and drank in the water, and then they've made their way back into the jungle. There's some poop here, which Monia found for me by trying to roll in it because she's feral. So yeah, this is probably wild boar scat or poo. Yeah, I can smell it now. It's pretty pungent, or maybe that's just Monia I can smell now. In it, Harmonia, all over her neck. She's got absolutely no shame. I don't know what aquatic life lives in this lake. If anything, coming from the UK, I was a big carp angler back in my childhood. I also studied fishery science at university level. So yeah, big on my fish, big on natural sort of, water courses, and yeah, aquatic invertebrates, etc. Yeah, it'd be nice if there was something in there. I don't know whether they got tilapia in there or no idea. Couldn't find the information online. But if I had a couple of carp on me, they'd be in there, and I'd be back trying to hook a couple of 50-pounders. Looks like whatever was here probably came through from this way where Menace was, and then they come out here. This almost looks like something's been lying down in here, up against this tree. There's obviously a lot of smell there. The dogs can't get enough of it really. They've got their noses to the ground. Menace has gone off that way looking for whatever it is. Yeah, be interesting to see a wild boar. But yeah, let's trek back and see if we can find the flower. I was just calling for Abby, and it's almost like a natural amphitheatre in here. Yeah, so quiet apart from a few birds, and it sort of ricocheted off the sides and came back to me. So as I'm the only person here and I'm a child, hey you guys! Hey you guys! Hear it? I did. Came back to me. I can confirm that they're not waterproof. Abby having a close look. Yeah, give them a bit of a clean off. Roll on the old trench foot. Innit, Abby? Oh, sorry, you want to go through? Sorry for holding you up. It's like a warthog coming out of the lake. Hey, Abby. Right, I see something there. Some red flowers, quite high up. Canopy's too much of a canopy to put the drone up, but I'm going to walk over there and see if I can make out whether that is what we're after. I don't know. Looks red. I can't see any white. Oh, the light is not good. The light is terrible. It's too high up for me to 100% confirm. Yeah, probably is, but I can't say for certain. Let's see if I can move around and get a better angle, better light. Yeah, I just can't tell. It's about 25 foot up. I can't climb the tree. Can't really get a good angle with light to see. Can't put the drone up here in the canopy. So I'm going to say it is, but I can't be 100% sure. We'll crack on and see if we can find another one. Pretty sure I've hit the money load here. This vine, if I zoom out, it's almost like it's this vine that goes up and then it flowers. So pretty sure this is the endangered, almost extinct Tagimoucia flower. Wow, like a teardrop. Yeah, it's not abundant at all. I've seen one at about 25 foot high, this one at about 10 foot high, and then it's actually flowering just off the vines a bit lower down. But I've had to trek off the trail to actually find it. Switch this round. So, oh. Sorry to ruin the shot with my face in it, but yeah, here. So it's this vine, and then it flowers off the vine, mainly up higher, sort of 20, 25, 30 foot, but down lower here. Critically endangered. Only place in the world this grows. Tried to cultivate it, put it on other islands, same altitude, over 600 meters, but something here where it's endemic, and yeah, it's the only place in the world. Only flowers for 4 months a year, 3-4 months a year, September to December. And it's also the national flower of the Fiji Islands. You'll see it on the banknotes. Yeah, it's actually quite beautiful. I'm just going to sit here and take it all in for a few minutes. Yeah, so it's just one of the things that makes this island and this area of the island very, very unique. Whether it's the altitude, the latitude, the climate, just something at this height on this mountain at this island yeah, just nobody can put their finger on it. So yeah, absolutely amazing. It does make you wonder whether there's other things up at these heights that are brand new to science, undiscovered. Look at this weird ass fungi. First time I've seen that, I haven't seen it on any other tree. One tree. Is this unknown to science? Let me know in the comments. If it is, then I'd quite like it named after me, because I'm a fungi. And it's a fungi. 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 Yeah, you get it. So here we are. My sneaky hunch of seeing the men coming out of the bush was right. Here's the mystical flower of Fiji, the Tagimoucia, Tagimoucia. I think I've said it already in previous bit, but only island, the only altitude, climate, longitude, anywhere in the world this grows, and it's very sparse as well. It's like trekking down to the lake. Found two little tiny pieces. This is quite a major bush. Yes, a bit early in the season for it to be having the white flowers at the moment, but they're just poking through. I'll turn the camera around and do a few close-ups for it. But yeah, the myth, the legend, the story, yeah, steeped in history, in Fijian culture, and I feel lucky and humble to have come up at this time of year and seen it, found it, with a little bit of help from my friends. So here, one of the most endangered flowers, plants on the planet, and then 10 meters this way, they're ripping up the sides of the road, trying to put more stone down to make it more accessible to get up to the forest and get up to the mobile phone masts. 10 meters, most endangered plant in the world. 10 meters, most endangered plant in the world. Just ripping up the verges, making drainage ditches. Yeah. So in summary, if you're in Fiji, if you're on the island of Taveuni, I would make the effort to come and see it. If you're here between September and December, get into Wairiki, get yourself a guide, go to Meridian store, ask for a guide, or ask at your hotel for a guide. They'll be able to sort you out, or search on Google. You need a 4x4. Get up here, over 600 meters elevation, and have a look, because it might not be here in the future. And I ain't exaggerating. Vinaka.